So just like we practice our C scale in our right hand in one octave, we need to know how to do it in our left hand as well. Just as important, maybe more important, especially for those of us who are right-handed. The left hand tends to fall behind a little bit. Right hand is we're more connected with it if we write with it, if we use it a lot more. So the left hand is really important to develop, especially in the early stages. So we're going to start with our 5-finger C scale, just like we did in the very first piano lesson. Find a C, go down, and on that note, I'm going to start with my pinky, finger 5 in my left hand. On a C. Should sound like mine. We're just going to go low to high, high to low, ascending, then descending in the left hand, 5 notes. Right back down. So when you get up to the G, which is this note that's under your thumb, if your fingers are following each white key, just go right back down again. Do it with me. Here we go. Pinky. Nice and slow. Okay, try to make it as smooth and fluid as me. Here we go again. Allow your wrist to move. Right back down. One more time. Right back down. Really good. Okay, this time, I think it's important that we sing the notes. It starts on a C, and it follows the alphabet up to a G. 1, 2, ready, sing the notes. C, D, E, F, G, F, E, D, C. Sing it again. C, D, E, F, G, F, E, D, C. Okay, or you could do it with the fingerings. Starts on finger 5. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know that was a little counterintuitive, but in our right and left hand, finger 1 is always the thumb, finger 5 is always the pinky. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is how it goes, which is why we started on 5 to go from low to high in our left hand. Really good. Okay, so that is our 5-finger scale in C. We're going to do the full octave now, which just means instead of 5 notes, we're now adding these 3, giving us how many notes? 5 plus 3, 8. Our full C scale in our left hand. The fingering is important. The way that you ascend and descend, very important. So I'm actually going to drop it down an octave. So if it was playing here, I'm going to play down here now. And I'm going to play the first 5 notes, just like we did. When I get to this thumb on the note G, my 3rd finger in my left hand crosses over to the note right above the G. See that? And my hand shifts a little bit. I play the next 3 notes. One more time, just like that. First 5 notes. Cross our finger 3 over, the middle finger, and play the next 3. Okay, so that is ascending. Let's try it more fluidly, noting that when we get to this thumb, we're crossing our hand and hitting this A above the G on finger 3 and completing the scale. All together, here we go. Cross. One more time, pinky on a C. Cross. Nice, maybe one more time, let's go again. Cross right here, cross, and end on the thumb. Really good. Okay, so that's our full left hand C scale in 1 octave, ascending. We're going to descend now. We're going to go from the top down, starting on our thumb, starting on a C with our thumb. Play those 3 notes, we cross the thumb under. Okay, allowing my wrist to have some motion and some fluidity to it. One more time, watching descending. Okay, so we're doing 1, 2, 3, cross, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and end on a pinky. Okay, so that's our descending C scale in our left hand. Let's do it. Ascending, then descending, repeating the top note, the high C. So we're ascending, then we kind of stop. We start over, we descend, go back down. Starting with the finger 5 in our left hand on a C. Cross, repeat this C note, and descend. Thumb crosses under, hand shifts. Really nice. If you were with me, really good job. So the thumb crossing under is can be a little bit awkward. I'm gonna cross right there. See that? Boom. Hand shifts. So I think we need to do it one more time, a little bit slower. 2. We're gonna go like that speed. You're gonna ascend, descend. Find a C with your pinky. The other fingers follow on the white keys. Only white keys right now. There are a lot of other scales, but right now we're just doing the white keys. This is a C scale. Ascending, descending. 2. Here we go. Get ready for the cross. Right here. 3, 2. Repeat the top note. Cross under. Shift the hand. One more time. Do it again. Cross. Repeat the top note, going down. 3 fingers. Then the thumb crosses. Cross. Hand shifts. Okay, so this is a really good thing to practice just to get your hands connected. You got to work on your left hand. It's really important. Let's do it one more time. Cross. 3, then cross under, shift. One more time, just for good measure, okay? Here we go. Repeat the top note. 3 fingers, thumb crosses, hand shifts. Okay, and eventually, if you want to get really fancy, you can put the hands together, even though the fingerings are different. Especially because the fingerings are different, it's important to note. Okay, so maybe that's for another lesson, or that's just something to think about once you really get good with the right and the left hand. Because the left hand switches after 5 notes going up. The right hand switches after 3. And conversely, going down, the left hand switches after 3 notes. There's a cross. The right hand switches after 5. So they're kind of opposite like that. And you'll notice those kinds of patterns because we only have 10 fingers. And it's really important that the fingering is correct per scale. This C scale fingering is used again in our G scale. It's used in our D scale. It's used in our A scale. It's used in several other scales, that fingering. So it's important to master it in the key of C first, and then you can take it and use the same pattern in your hands for other scales. But that's, again, for another lesson completely. We don't need to worry about that today. Today we just talked about, in this lesson, we just focused on the left hand. Playing a C scale in one octave, ascending and descending. You guys are doing a great job. Thank you for following along. Thank you for getting your hands on the keyboard and for making music with me today. Until we meet again, have a great rest of your day.